Hey Fiddle Gang, welcome to this month's Fiddle video. It's a beautiful day outside. I am finally wearing my sundresses, and I think you should know that this dress has pockets. It's important for me to share that with you. And it is really nice out, but I am going to close the window because it's going to get noisy. Ready to learn a tune? So in this month's lesson, we're going to be talking about a tune called Scatter the Mud, and this is a tune that I love. I first heard it being played by Kevin Burke. Many of you may know him. Amazing fiddle player and just hilarious if you ever see him in a show. Really great dry sense of humor, slightly less dorky than mine. Scatter the Mud is an Irish jig. It's kind of a cool, mysterious, groovy sound, and I think you're really gonna like it. So here's what it sounds like. So that's the tune. Let's get down to business and learn it. Today we're going to be learning both the tune and the variation that you heard in the video. So as always with my fiddle lesson videos, I'm going to teach the tune to you by ear, by call and response. So I'll play a small chunk of the tune and then you will play it back. But if you want the sheet music, and there is no judgment, I like sheet music too. There is sheet music for the tune, the variation, a harmony, the long tone backup, fiddle chords, and a chord chart on my Patreon. So as my patrons, I got you covered. P.S. Thank you so much for patronizing me, Patreoning me, being my patrons. I really appreciate it. Clearly it's hard to express in words how much I appreciate it. Okay, enough of that. Let's get started. It's a good thing to know what key tunes are in when you're playing them so that you know what the options are for where your left hand fingers can land. We're going to be playing in A Dorian, and that's basically like A minor. So you've got a low second finger on the A string, but then instead of A minor where you'd have a low first finger on the E, you don't. You only have a low second on the E. So it goes. So here's the scale. Mysterious. Okay, so let's dive into the A part, the first half of the tune. Here is your first phrase. It starts with your open E string, and it goes a little something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. Then we have the second phrase, which starts exactly the same but has a different ending. It starts on your open E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. That's the first line of the tune. Let's play that whole thing. Starting on your open E. 1, 2, 3, 4. on to phrase 3. 3 of the A part, it also starts on your open E, and it also starts the same way with a different ending. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we're going on the D string. Let's do that again. And now the end of the A part. Last phrase starts with your third finger on the D string. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do that again. Let's stitch those last two phrases together. This is the second line of the tune, starting with your open E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do the whole A part once through. Let's give it a try, starting with your open E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfway through, let's move on to the second half of the tune, the B part. This part also starts with your open E string, sensing a theme here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. The next phrase, again, starts the same as that first phrase, starts with your open E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. Alright, so stitching those last two phrases together, we have the third line of the tune. So it starts with your open E, 1, 2, 3, go. And we're moving on to the third phrase of the B part. So it also starts with your open E. It's gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. Last phrase of the tune, it's the same as the last phrase of the A part. So let's try that, starting with your third finger on D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once more. Let's do that whole last line. 1, 2, 3, go. Entire B part. Here's how it goes. 1, 2, ready, play. We have got got it. We have learned Scatter the Mud. Let's try playing the whole tune. We're gonna play it slow, medium, and fast. So you can give it a try playing along. And you know, if you kind of get off on an off ramp by accident, the wrong off ramp in the tune, and you're sort of like fumbling around trying to remember the notes, just look for the next part where you can get on at the next on ramp and join back in. So here we go, slowly through the tune. 1, 2, 3, 4. Medium speed, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very loud playing. Last but not least, speed demons. I gotcha. We're going to play it once through up to speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Jigs up to speed, one of the things you might hear is there's a slight rhythmic groove that you get into in this tune. So in a group of 3 notes, you're not really playing them exactly equal. You're really giving that first note a little extra time, kind of shortchanging the other 2 notes. So it's more leaning into that first note a little more. I did a whole video on jig bowings and jig groove a little while back, so you can check that out if you are interested. All right, now is the time when you give yourself a pat on the back, you go get a cookie and a glass of milk, come back, and we're going to play the variation. Have you got your cookie and your glass of milk? Don't lie to me. So the variation for this tune is going to incorporate a few different things. We're going to have some double stops. They're really easy ones this time around. We're going to have a downward slide, a waterfall. What? what? Which is an Irish kind of grace note ornament. And then a couple little melodic variations in the B part. All right, let's get down to business. First off, we're going to do those double stops. So the tune is going to start right out with an A and an E double stop. So it's going to sound like this. And then we go on with the normal melody. So it's... We're going to do that with the next phrase as well. So you get this. Here is where the downward slide is going to come in this next phrase. So after we play these notes, when you place that first finger on the A string, you're going to start sliding it down towards the open A. So it'll sound like this. Or even, you can do it both ways. The first way is just kind of a constant slide. The second way, you're almost playing a first finger, sliding to a low first finger, and then going to the open string, which is, either way works. I kind of like the second one better. So here's that phrase. Now we come to the waterfall, one of my favorite ornaments. The waterfall is going to come after these notes. Then you place your first finger on the string, and on your way to the open A, you're going to play two quick grace notes. They're going to be your second finger and your first finger. So you're going to play that first finger there, then a quick second first, and then open. That's what it sounds like up to speed. Slow-mo, it's like this. So you're holding on to that first finger, then quick grace notes on your way to the open string. 1, 2, 1, open. So here's that phrase. Love it. All right, and we're scot-free to the end of the A part. None of the rest of it changes. And now the B part, we're going to add in a couple of melodic variations, and then we'll be done. So the first one comes right at the beginning of the B part. Instead of playing, you're just going to play your open E to the third finger. Ooh, out of tune. But on the way from the open string to that third finger, you're going to throw in a quick first finger and a quick second finger. So those are just two little grace notes on the way up to the third finger. Here's how it sounds in slow-mo. Here's how it sounds up to speed. It's really fun. Then, after we do that, all in one bow, we're going to play your open E to your second finger, low second finger. And again, we're going to throw in a quick grace note in between just the first finger. Or. So here's how that sounds. The next phrase we're not going to change. And then I kind of really like this one. We're going to change the next little bit of the phrase. Instead of playing, we're going to start with your third finger on E, and we're going to go. So here's how that phrase sounds. And that's the entire variation. So let's play it slow, medium, and fast, starting slow. 1, 2, ready, double stop. Okay, let's take it at medium speed. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. up to speed. 1, 2, 3, go. Alright, that does it for today's fiddle lesson video. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me and learning this tune. I'm probably going to go play outside now. And I could actually, maybe I'll play this outside. Ooh, a little porch concert. I hope you all are doing really well, getting a lot of fiddling in and sunning yourselves, synthesizing some vitamin D. Remember to vote in the poll that I'm going to post on Patreon later this month for a topic for my fiddle focus video. So once you've learned this tune, think, what are my burning questions? And you can vote in the poll to have me make a video about those topics. All right, you guys, enjoy the tune, happy fiddling, and I'll see you soon. Bye.